Hello, everyone. This is Professor Hill again. A couple people have been having some questions about the rhetorical analysis and the difficulty for filling out the rhetorical triangle, as well as what is the rhetorical analysis. So I'm going to try to clarify this, hopefully in a short period of time, and then it may take a couple of videos. So just bear with me. I'll probably put video 1, video 2, video 3, and all that kind of stuff. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. What you see right here in front of you is the Google Drive, okay? What everyone has, and I'm sorry about the quality of the video. I'm doing this from my phone. Anyway, what we see here is inside the drive, I have the ability to critically read any sources that I may need are going to be right there in the folder, as well as examples and writing resources, okay? So what I've tried to do is, give you enough information to help you write the essay. Another suggestion would be to go to YouTube and type in rhetorical analysis triangle or rhetorical analysis to get further information. All right, but everyone knows that we're reading the Declaration of Independence. And there's a document that I gave everyone in class. We kind of like used it as a guiding tool. First thing we did was we kind of looked at, say, hey, what's the information that's going to be important for me to write a rhetorical analysis? Well, things like, what's the author's purpose? Why does the author write what they're writing? Or, why did they present this information? And, it's good that this particular document that I gave you actually has that information right here in the background information. Okay? And what we did was we said, hey, that's the background information. So we labeled it background, as you can see there. And then it says, hey, on July 1776, Declaration, blah, 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 colonies, look at that, important stuff. So what you would do is you would go through here and look for all the information you may need to fill out your rhetorical triangle. So because of time purposes, I'm going to go ahead and circle and underline some of the areas that I believe to be important. Okay, took place in New York, perhaps. The Declaration of Independence became the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. There we go. Congressional delegates. Let's see here. All right. Okay, Congress voted. Any other information? I'm going to just take what I have right there. Okay, so we know that it was presented to Congress. All right. 1776, all right, Declaration of Independence. All right, so we got enough information to go ahead and get us started. All right, so we're coming over to our rhetorical triangle, and you notice that I have a sheet of notebook paper out because, hey, you know what? It's always great students take notes, and I may need to write something down, never really know. So what we have here is our rhetorical triangle, and I wish I had a different position so where we can see the whole thing, but I think this is better, okay? Anyway, what we have here at the very top is, well, a rhetorical analysis triangle. And I told everyone during class, I said, hey, write down what is a rhetorical analysis, okay, overall. We said you're analyzing, okay, analyzing the work or whatever text that you have, okay, to find the strategies, whether that be an appeal, the diction, the syntax or structure. We keep talking about that a lot, syntax or structure, the tone in which the author used, or, these are the things that an author would use in order to persuade the audience. Okay, so it's always important to think of those things. This chart is going to allow us to do and organize our ideas so that we can write an essay clearly. Okay, so that everyone can understand. All right, so what we have here is, well, the speaker. We know that the speaker is Thomas Jefferson. So we write down Thomas Jefferson. And then we say, hey, well, what do I know about Thomas Jefferson? Did anyone else help write this? Yeah, well, yes, but we're going to give credit to Thomas Jefferson because it was revised by the Founding Fathers or the Committee of 5. But for this purpose, we need to only say Thomas Jefferson. What do we know about him? Well, he was a president. And notice how I'm just writing all over this chart because this is an organizational tool. So we can't be confined by boxes, okay? Yet I do have boxes here. But that's just to help those people that are structure oriented. Okay, so if you need to write outside the box, that's fine. So we know that he's a president. We know that he wrote the Declaration of Independence. We know that he was one of the founding fathers, right? Excellent. So because we know all of these things about Thomas Jefferson, then we know exactly what his bias is. And that is what he is for and what he is against. Excellent. All right. So based upon being a president, well, we have to assume that a president would want certain things, especially in the United States. Okay. So the president would want something like, hey, I want freedom for my people. I want justice for my people. Good. All right. Justice, freedom. Some people would say even liberty. Well, liberty and freedom kind of one and the same, but still, we have some items here that's going to help us understand what he is for. Well, why is the for so important? Well, because if someone is persuading an audience, well, they got to be for something. And they would push their agenda rather than that against them. So, you know, it just kind of makes sense. But it is good to know the against too, so that you know like why the author does what they're doing. Okay. Anyway, audience. Well, the audience is right there in the text, and I'll go ahead and bring that over here so we can see it. The audience is the Congress. Okay, so going back to our chart. Audience is Congress, but we know that this document was actually written for the King of Britain, you know, but he had to present it to the Congress first in order for it to be pushed to the King of Britain, or some people would say British government. Excellent. So context. Time in which it took place, 1776. Excelente. Place, congressional meeting. Well, how do we know that? Well, we got it from the background information. Congressional delegates, hey, Congress. It says unanimous declaration of the 13 colonies. Well, it has to be a congressional meeting. Excellent. So the occasion, well, they're trying to declare independence. All right, declare independence. Excellent. Cool. All right, the event, well, it looks like it's a congressional meeting. So the event and the occasion or place seems to be the same. Okay, excellent. So let's take a look over here where the subject. So what is the author really trying to do? Not necessarily the purpose, but what is the subject of this document? Okay, what's the topic of this document? Well, a lot of people would say, hey, he's declaring independence.